This week I'm angry. I'm very angry. Hi, I'm Steve, your agony uncle, and I set this channel up to talk about my mental health issues and hopefully offer you some tips and tricks and some thoughts about your mental health and the ways you can look after yours and the people around you. So getting back to today's video, I'm angry. Why am I angry? Because once again, suicide has crossed my path. In the last 4 days, I've heard two stories, two sad stories, and I'm going to share them with you because we need to put an end to this. We need to address what's going on and we need to do something about it. So the first story is a young lady in her early 30s who I've spoken to a few times. I wouldn't class her as a close friend, but certainly somebody I have spoken to, spent some time with. And I knew she had some issues with her mental health. I knew that she had some problems. But just a few days ago, she attempted to take her life. She shut herself in her bathroom and she very nearly succeeded. She didn't reach out to people around her. She didn't reach out to her close friends that in the past she has reached out to. Luckily, she survived. But again, it's a very sad story. The second story is another lady that I've never met. I've read about her. She and her boyfriend put up YouTube videos. She had plenty of support. She had professional people around her that was helping her with her depression. Her friends, her family knew how much she was struggling. And sadly, she took her own life on Friday. A young lady who I would say was in the prime of her life, who'd been struggling for years. And even her friends and family said she had all the support they could possibly give her. They understood what was going on. They had no idea that she was about to take her life, and sadly she did. The first lady didn't have the support of her family. She had the support of two close friends. She couldn't discuss her mental health issues with her family, with her parents, with her brother. She didn't have professional input, professional help. She didn't go and see her GP. She tried to struggle on with it. She's still struggling. And unfortunately, the people around her are now worried for her, who feel hopeless and helpless that they don't have the skills to help her. This is going to be an ongoing problem for her, and I hope she reaches out and asks for the help that she needs to get through this and to make sure that she doesn't feel in that place again. Sadly, the second lady, she had all that help, she had all that input, and she still took her own life. I hope you agree with me. This is two very sad stories. Once again, this is two people who felt so desperate they wanted to take their own life. Unless you've been in that situation, I know it's very hard to understand. I know it's easy for people who haven't been there to say, why didn't they ask for help? Let me tell you, when you're in that place, when your head is in that space, you're not thinking logically. You think that the whole world's against you, that nobody can help you. You feel like you're alone. You know you have friends and family. You don't consider their feelings. You don't think about how they're going to feel after the event. You're so consumed with the pain that's going on in your head. You just need to find an escape. You feel useless and hopeless and helpless, and you have to find an escape. We need to put a stop to this. This is two young ladies in their early 30s. Again, you would say we're in the prime of life, both choosing one to attempt to take her own life and one succeeding to take her own life. This is just not good enough. This story is being repeated day in and day out across our country and across the world. It really is time for change. I really want to create a community where we can talk about this. People who've been in this situation can reach out and explain to other people how they felt at that moment. They can explain when they're not in that place what their friends and family can do to support them. And hopefully we can all make a difference. We're losing too many people to suicide. Another unrelated story. A friend of a friend was at the dentist and the dentist had to refer her to the hospital because the dentist saw telltale signs in her mouth. This young lady had already lost her parents to cancer. I believe her brother and sister are going through similar things, fighting cancer. So the dentist referred this lady to a specialist at the hospital, and it'll be 1 month before she gets seen. Can you imagine the mental torment that lady's now going to go through until she gets to see her specialist? I'm not suggesting she's suicidal, but just for a second, think how that lady is feeling right now. The worry. I wouldn't like to be in her shoes, and I don't think it's fair that she should have to wait a month. Perhaps these are the things that we can change. We can help this lady before she gets to that point of breaking. Please give me your suggestions. What do you think we can do? And if you are struggling today, please reach out to somebody. Please ask your GP or ask for some professional help. As I've said before, medication can make a difference. It really can make a difference. But before you get to that point of suicide, please reach out and ask for help. Discuss how you're feeling with people around you. Find somebody you can confide in, or many people you can confide in, and talk openly about what you're going through and how you're feeling. Please don't feel suicidal. Please ask for help today. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Don't put up with this stigma that we shouldn't talk about our mental health. Reach out and ask for help today. Thank you for joining me. And remember, if you don't take some time to look after yourself, mentally and physically, you can't be here to look after the people that you love, the people that matter to you. Until next week.